My wife texted, "Girls' night, don't wait up." I sent one line back, and 10 minutes later she come. My wife texted, "Girls' night, don't wait up." I stared at the message for several seconds. Normally, I would have replied with a heart emoji or told her to have fun. But that Friday night felt different. Something deep inside me refused to ignore the feeling that had haunted me for months. My name is Daniel, and this is the night my marriage ended. Earlier that evening, Sarah stood in front of our bedroom mirror, wearing a stunning black dress. She spent almost an hour getting ready, carefully choosing earrings, perfume, and heels. "You look amazing," I said. She smiled without looking at me. "It's just dinner with the girls." I nodded, though nothing about her appearance matched a casual night out. Before leaving, she kissed my cheek. "Don't wait up." Then she walked out. The house became painfully quiet. For months, our relationship had been falling apart in tiny, almost invisible ways. She guarded her phone like it contained state secrets. She laughed at messages she never shared. Weekend meetings at work suddenly became normal. Every time I questioned anything, she had a perfectly prepared explanation. I wanted to believe her. Love makes you ignore the evidence your mind keeps collecting. An hour later, another message appeared. "We're probably going to Megan's place after dinner. I'll stay there tonight." That sentence changed everything, because there was one problem. Earlier that afternoon, Megan had called our house looking for Sarah. She was surprised when I answered. She casually mentioned she was spending the weekend visiting her parents nearly 3 hours away. Sarah didn't know I had spoken to her, which meant she had just used a friend as a cover story. I didn't reply immediately. Instead, I opened my desk drawer. Inside was a hotel key card. I had found it 2 days earlier inside Sarah's jacket pocket while doing laundry. The card belonged to a luxury hotel downtown. When I asked about it, she claimed it accidentally came home from a business conference. Maybe not. I decided to find out. Rather than accuse her, I sent one simple message. "Tell Ethan he left his hotel key in your jacket." I hit send. 30 seconds later, my phone rang. Sarah. I ignored it. It rang again. Then again. 5 missed calls. A flood of texts followed. "Daniel, answer me. Please don't do anything stupid. I'm coming home." Exactly 10 minutes later, headlights flashed across the living room wall. The front door slammed open. Sarah rushed inside, breathing hard, her makeup slightly smeared as if she'd cried during the drive. "Daniel." She stopped when she saw me calmly sitting on the couch. "Please, let me explain." I looked at her. "Where's Ethan?" Her eyes widened. You were supposed to be with Megan." Silence. "I can explain." "No," I interrupted quietly. "You can explain why you lied." She slowly sat down across from me. For nearly a minute, neither of us spoke. Finally, she whispered, "I met him for coffee." "Coffee?" "Yes." "At a hotel?" Her face froze. I placed the key card on the table between us. She stared at it like she'd seen a ghost. I forgot that was there." "I know." Tears filled her eyes. "It wasn't supposed to happen like this." Those words hurt more than any confession could, not because she admitted everything, but because she admitted enough. "How long, Yamahaman?" I asked. She covered her face. 3 months. The room felt ice cold. 3 months of lies. 3 months of pretending. 3 months of kissing me goodbye before meeting someone else. "I'm sorry," she whispered. "I never wanted to hurt you." I laughed softly. "You already did." She reached for my hand. "I was lonely." I pulled my hand away. "I was working overtime to pay off our mortgage." "I know. I was working for us." She broke into uncontrollable sobs. "I made a mistake." "No." I stood up. "A mistake is forgetting an anniversary. Lying every day is a choice." She followed me into the bedroom. When I pulled my suitcase from the closet, panic spread across her face. "Please don't leave." "You already left," I replied. "You just expected me not to notice." She blocked the doorway. "I'll end everything with him." I looked directly into her eyes. "You should have ended it before it started." She collapsed onto the bed crying. For the first time since we'd been married, I felt strangely calm. The uncertainty was gone. The questions were answered. The truth had finally arrived. I packed enough clothes for a few weeks. Before walking out, I removed my wedding ring and placed it on the dresser beside her engagement photo. She stared at it in disbelief. "Daniel, I loved you. I still do. But I can't love someone I can no longer trust. I walked out without looking back. The next morning, my phone contained dozens of missed calls, voice messages, and long apologies. She promised counseling. She promised transparency. She promised she'd never see Ethan again. Months earlier, those promises would have meant everything. Now they meant nothing. Trust isn't destroyed by one terrible decision. It's destroyed by hundreds of small lies that lead to it. 2 weeks later, I filed for divorce. Friends asked whether I regretted giving up so quickly. I simply smiled. They thought my marriage ended the night Sarah came home terrified. It didn't. It ended the moment she believed I would never discover the truth. Sometimes people think betrayal is about another person. It isn't. It's about choosing deception over honesty. And that Friday night, when my wife texted, "Girls' night, don't wait up," I finally stopped waiting for excuses, for lies, and for the woman I thought she still was. That was the night I found something far more valuable than revenge. I found peace.